you, Mr. Powell. I appreciate it. Finally, they dropped the rate today by quarter point. I know it's not much, but everybody was expecting it. We already seeing on the market in the interest for mortgage, the Treasury note coming down almost below 4%, and that means the mortgage rate are going the lowest in probably 2 years. So the Fed cut the rate today, the first cut in 9 months, but actually this time we're expected to see the trend coming back and going and going. I don't know if you know, I don't know if this is good news, or this is just gonna trigger you. It might trigger me. 2007, 18 years ago, is when the market crash started. It was exactly after the first cut rate, exactly after the stock market was at the peak, and exactly after we have a flow of inventory happening. It's not gonna happen the same right now, right here in LA County at least. But hey, let's see what's gonna happen. It's gonna be interesting. So thank you, Mr. Powell. Thank you, the Fed. And today on Thursday, we're talking about right here in the Antelope Valley, Palmdale, Lancaster. What would be better, buying in the east side or buying in the west side? By the way, anybody has any question, Junior, thank you for connecting. Everybody on TikTok connecting. By the way, thank you to TikTok. We helped today the family Cardenal. We met them in LA. We talked to them in TikTok yesterday, and we're working on the approval, and they're going to be buying a house in Palmdale. West Palmdale, by the way, they asked to buy in West Palmdale because the son that live here say, Mom, I want you to live in West Palmdale. So I have lived in both sides, East Palmdale, West Palmdale. I have lived in East Palmdale almost 10 plus years, and I already have lived in the west side for 7 years. So which one is best and why? Here's 5 tips, my own personal experience, depending on your taste, which one do you like the most? Let's start with the east side. If you want to go to the east side is more affordable. You have a lot more options. Like east side, you have a lot more land to build right now. So you have right now like 3 or 4 brand new communities starting price around $525,000. And if you live in the east side, maybe for you it's easier if you want to have kids going to the Aerospace Academy. That is a very good high school in the east side. A lot of families want to have the kids going there. So Aerospace Academy is one point. Another thing is you have the Just Playing Kids. It's a daycare preschool, 24 hours open. So if you are working a lot, or your family, you and your spouse work different shifts, and you need a place where you can have your kid in a 24 hours daycare, Just Playing Kids is the place for you. Besides that, it's easy for you to commute from East Palmdale to Per Blossom, Little Rock, Victorville. If you want to work like a Riverside, Rancho Cucamonga, that is the big way for you. It's faster for you going from the east side. So more affordable, you have a couple of good schools, better to commute if you go to the east side place. And it's a nice, safe place. There are a couple of good parks. If you want to play soccer, there is a good field of soccer right there on 47th Street, on 65th. I think it's, I forgot the name of the park. Anyway, it's a big park over there. They have a dog park too, and they have the water park. So if you want to have the water park nearby your house, the east side is for you. Now let's go to the west side, where I moved the last 7 years, which I love. First, if you like hiking, you have a lot of hiking, and you have the aqueduct. It's a beautiful, best view in the AV. Besides that, if you like golfing, you have 2 golf courses, amazing golf course in the west side of Palmdale. Besides, the property values are more, they appreciate more and faster than the east side. Right now, you can buy a property in West Palmdale. It's gonna cost you probably 10 to 20% more than the east side. There are not much land to keep building. On the west side right now, there are only 2 communities in the west side of Palmdale, and there is one in Quad Hills. So there are not that many houses for sale. The brand new homes starting at $673,000. Pacific Communities right there on 25th Street West by a very good high school called Highland High School. But besides that, you have the best school in the AV called Greg Anderson. On top of that, you have Medicare Park. We have the amphitheater and the concerts, which I love. You have the mall, you have the movie theater. You have a lot of things and places to go out. If you want to go out and have places to go eat, you have more options in West Palmdale. In West Palmdale, I think it feels closer to the 14 freeway. You want to commute to San Fernando Valley, LA. So what do you think about that? If you live in the AV, let me know if I'm right or wrong, if I'm missing something. If you're planning to move to the AV, please think about us. We can help you to relocate east side, west side. and then we know the area. We can help you with that. Now let's talk about debunk myth of buying real estate in 2025. Well, let me tell you this. If you still think that you need to have 20% to buy a property, real estate, in 2025 in LA County, California, well, you're wrong. You can buy your first home. The ideal to be a first-time buyer is to buy it with an FHA loan 3.5% down. However, you don't need to buy it with down payment if you don't need to, if you don't have the money. You can buy 100% financing. I don't know if you know, you can even get grants to buy 100% financing if you're a first responder or work for the school district, and on top of that, get 2% grant to help you with closing costs on top of 100% financing. But besides that, let's say you already own a house and you want to buy your second one. Can you buy a second home investment? It's not going to be an investment, but can you start to build your portfolio of real estate investment with only 5% down? Well, you know what? You can. You can buy your second home as long as you're going to move in the new home. You can buy 5% down conventional 30-year loan, full documentation. Of course, you need to have income and credit, at least FICO score 640. And you can leave your previous home as a rental income. That will be your departing resident. So you start to collect rent income from the previous property you still own, and you buy your second home for 5% down, and then you start to build your portfolio. But besides that, what's the minimum FICO score to buy a house today? If you're a first-time buyer, you don't need to have 700, 800 FICO score. You can buy a house with an FHA loan down to 580. The ideal is to have at least 600 FICO because it's going to give you a better rate. But if you don't have it, don't worry, don't stress out, you can still buy. The rate is not going to be much different, maybe a quarter point, half a point. And you can buy it with 3.5% down, 580 FICO. And what other myth you going to have? Is it difficult to buy? No, it's not difficult. Simple. We close in 30 days or less. If you have a large down payment, but you don't have proof of income, or you're a self-employed and your taxes don't help you with the income, you can buy a house with 20% down and no taxes at all. And the rates today are very competitive. If you go FHA loan, you can go 5%-ish, 5 high. If you buy with alternative documents, like a bank statement or no income at all, just 20% down, the rate's only 6% if your FICO score is good. So, those are the myths. You wanna buy? Just give me a call. 818-357-0336. And that's it for now. And Thursdays a day, I'm leaving right here on YouTube. Let me finish here. Thank you for listening, everybody who was connected in YouTube. I'm gonna disconnect and I'm gonna post the video later.